Hello! Welcome to my newest Let's Play. It is Houndoomed here, and we are going to be starting our Pokemon X Wedlocke X. Don't ask. Anyway, so, brand new series for the channel. I'm super psyched, super psyched. Just before we get started, in fact actually we'll just do this while we're going into the game here. As I'm sure you've all seen the tutorial for Pokemon X and Y before. We're going to get right in. But as we do so, I'm going to go into the basics of the Wedlocke. So I'm sure most of you are aware of a Nuzlocke by this point, but just in case you're not, here are the simple rules. There's 3 simple rules. The first one is you must nickname every single one of your Pokemon. You're building a bond with the Pokemon that you're running through with, so you must make sure that you nickname every single one. Second of all, the first Pokemon that you encounter in every route or area, whichever way you want to describe it, is your encounter for that area. So that is the only Pokemon you can use for your playthrough. So say for example you run onto Route 1 and you find a Pidgey, you've got to catch it or else you get nothing for that area. If the Pokemon faints, is killed by any means, you get absolutely no second chance. Just readjust my webcam there. Absolutely no second chance whatsoever. And the third rule is if a Pokemon faints, it is considered dead. And it must be released or boxed permanently. So those are the 3 simple rules of a Nuzlocke. Obviously certain games are obviously easier or harder depending on which game you play. We're going to call ourselves by our standard name here, which is Sean. I'm Sean, hi. And also the Wedlocke is a variant of the Nuzlocke, which I gather, I'm pretty sure that Marilan created it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure he created it. And it's a variant of a Nuzlocke in which, as you can kind of gather from the layout, which is down there, that any Pokemon that you catch, normal, but then if you when you catch the second Pokemon, those 2 Pokemon are then paired together, and you can only use those 2 Pokemon together. So if you want to switch train, if you want to do anything, as soon as a battle starts, you can only use that pair in the battle. If a Pokemon is unpaired, then it can work alone for that amount of time. However, once a Pokemon is paired, it is paired for life. If a Pokemon in that pair dies, then at that point, the Pokemon that is left in that pair must avenge its partner, or else it dies too. If it does manage to survive, it can be paired with a new Pokemon. If your party is not complete, as in, say for example, I haven't caught my first 6 Pokemon, then the next Pokemon that's caught will automatically pair with that. However, if we've already had a full party and there are Pokemon in the box, I'm allowed to pick which Pokemon then it gets paired with. I may sometimes leave it up to you guys if it's the end of an episode and I'm not quite sure how I feel, then I'll always open it up to the comment sections and you can decide for yourselves what you wish to see. That's pretty much it. The only other kind of sub-rules, there's 2 what are called clauses, if you like. One of them is called Dupes Clause, or Duplicate Clause, in which, to add some diversity to the team that you're building, if you find a Pokemon, say for example that Pidgey we were talking about earlier, if I find a Pidgey on Route 1, then if I encounter a second Pidgey, or even a Pidgeotto or a Pidgeot later in the game, then they won't count towards my encounter, provided of course I caught the first one. This goes even after the Pokemon has fainted, so even if the Pidgey dies, then I can't catch another Pidgey for the rest of the adventure. It just adds some diversity. It means that we're not seeing the same Pokemon over and over again. Particularly in X and Y, there's quite a few Pokemon which appear quite often. So it'll add some diversity to the team. In addition, there's also the Shiny Clause. If by any miracle I manage to find a shiny Pokemon through this Let's Play, then I can catch it. However, if I do, then I have to release the Pokemon that was caught on in that area. So say for example I find that Pidgey, and then later on in the game I find a shiny Scatterbug. If I want the Scatterbug, I can catch it, but then I must release that Pidgey. Of course, best case scenario, if I do happen to find that Scatterbug and the Pidgey's already dead, then it's a free catch. But, yeah, so that's pretty much all of the rules. I know I've bored you with a load of rules there. They'll all be added in the description below as well if you're unclear of any of them. But, let's get started. Oh, hang on, I need to I need to get out of my pyjamas. I'm super psyched for this Let's Play. It's been in the works for ages, and just as I was about to start, my capture card broke. It's lots of fun over here. So, hopefully you guys are excited. You know, the comment section is your time to shine. So, please, let me know how you're feeling about this Let's Play, your thoughts of it as soon as we finish the episode, what you think so far, etc. But yeah, so I'm hoping that we actually get some good luck through this Let's Play and we don't die, because that would be good. Now, in terms of the starter, obviously you choose your starter. However, like a lot of hunters do, and also I did in my Blaze Black and Volt White Soul Link with Kez, I'm going to use the same method of using my trainer ID. So the trainer ID is on here, and so 11321. That's a pretty nice trainer ID. What I would do is, if just kind of make it so that it's not my choosing. If the ID ends in the number 1, 2, or 3, I would choose the Grass Starter. 4, 5, or 6, I would use the Fire Starter. And 7, 8, or 9, I would use the Water Starter. If the last digit was a 0, then I'd move to the 1 digit to the left. That way. Mirror image. So, because it's ending in a 1, we shall be choosing Chespin for this Let's Play, which is pretty cool. I think that is not good for straight away, because obviously we're going to struggle with Viola, the first gym leader. But provided I can perhaps link up with maybe a flying type, then it means that some things can be covered well. Of course, if I do happen to get myself a Scatterbug, there might be a problem, because then there'd be 2 Pokemon weak to flying and fire. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens. But hopefully we can make our way over to Santalune City in this first episode. But we'll see what happens. We'll see how time goes. But first of all, we need to... Oh, we're going to say bye to Rhyhorn there. Oh, he's sleeping. How rude. We're on Route 1! Which doesn't have any wild Pokemon on. Which is a shame, because I would really like to have one. So here we go. Obviously, this is the start at any point where someone who's doing a hunt for a shiny starter pretty much kills himself. Because this is known as being probably the worst starter soft reset. Because it's long, plus also you have to mash a load of buttons. It's not just A, it's you do a lot of things. Because you've got to pick your nickname, you've got to pick everything else. Oh, crap. No, I don't want to be Little S. Why don't you just call me Shawnee? Everyone calls me Shawnee. Let's just put it that way. Call me that. But yeah, the Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon starter soft resets are quite a bit longer, but you pretty much only mash the A button with those, so they're not quite as bad. So, we're going to get our first Pokemon very shortly. I cannot wait. Oh, we're getting it now. How about that? Right, so, as promised, we are picking the Grass-type Pokemon Chespin. I'm actually pretty psyched. I was hoping I wouldn't have to pick Fennekin, because I'm not big on Fennekin. I like Braixen, but I don't like Fennekin. And to be quite honest, provided he gets there, Chestnut is a very, very good Pokemon, to be quite honest. So now we've got to think of a nickname. A nickname for our little Chespin. So, let's see here. I'm trying to think what I named my... Because I used a Chestnut in one of my battle challenges on stream once, and I'm trying to think what I named him. Let's think here. I wasn't prepared with nicknames. I want to come up with a nicknaming theme like I did with my Crystal randomized Nuzlocke, but I didn't think of it prior. I might go with food and drink, just to set things out. And because you've got spines all over the place and spikes and what have you, I'm going to call you Pineapple. Don't ask questions. So let's see what nature he is, of course. Hopefully something good. So we'll have to see. Ooh, a Pokédex. Thank you very much. Now, another thing is that in this Let's Play, I'm going to try and do some voice acting. Now, bear with me, because I'm pretty terrible at it. So, I'm going to leave this conversation. This is probably the point at which I should be doing it, but I'm going to take some time to think of my own voices for everyone. I'm going to struggle. I'm also going to struggle to keep consistent because I will probably forget. The only one I can ever remember is, well, I can do Bianca and Charon from Univer, but that's only because I did them so many times. So hopefully it will come to that in this as well. So let's check out the nature of Pineapple. He is a naive nature. That's very good. I am very, very pleased with that nature. Yeah. Alright. I'm happy with that. Very happy with that. Good stuff. Well, it's going to be time for our first battle. Now, it should be noted that at this current point in time, if I die, we're not going to consider it a lock killer because it's the first battle. It doesn't mean anything. But bearing in mind the fact that you fight Shauna and she is the one who picks the starter that you are strong against, shouldn't be an issue. But just putting it out there. Especially considering we already have Vine Whip, so fingers crossed. I hope so. That'd be nice. After a growl, we're still doing a 2-hit KO, which is pretty sweet. Oh god, I need to change the text speed. I must do that. That needs to be done right now. Critical hit. You couldn't have done that before. And we're going to go up to level 6. Well done, Pineapple. Sweet. Oh, I'm trying to think of a voice. No, it's going to come to me, but not right now. It's going to come to me. I'm going to have to practice. I'm going to have to decide what I want to do with the voices. I have quite a monotone voice, so trying to decide on voice acting is quite difficult, but we're going to do it because I want to do it. Oh, text speed. That's what I was going to change. Fast. Oh, Battle BG. Let's change it to... I always like having the cockpit one, but I think I might change it to something else. Maybe tall grass. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, default. Yeah. So let's go say hi to our, well, bye, I guess, to our mum, and or a mom, because there's an O in this game, because everyone's American. God. I'm also trying to work out why she has a massive jumper tied around her waist all the time. A letter for me? A love letter. Yeah, you wish. Everyone seemed to be really obsessed with Professor Sycamore when this game first came out. Like, oh, he's so, like, animatedly attractive. And I'm like, I don't quite get that, but never mind. He's quite a cool professor. But I do prefer Professor Juniper, actually, from Univer. Why does that auto-select us no? Can I ask? Also... Okay, am I blind, or is that a tree from Animal Crossing? The leaves don't look quite right, but... I might be stupid, but if that's the first time that I'm noticing that, then I feel really stupid. I also feel really late, because this game is like 4 or 5 years old at this point, so it's like, oh dear. Anyway, oh look, there's Rhyhorn. What a card. No, he's a rock. He's a rock, but nice try. I like his little ball. I guess it could be a tree from this game, but it looks like a tree from Animal Crossing. I don't know if that's just an Easter egg, or whether I'm blind normally, or have other people noticed? Let me know. What do you think it looks like? It just basically looks like a thing to me. It looks like a... Yeah, I already have a Pokemon nub. I don't care. Do you know what's also quite fun? I don't have any Pokeballs, just to let you know. So even if I find a Pokemon in this first patch of grass, it won't count because I don't have Pokeballs. This is my first time doing a playthrough of speak of the devil. This is my first time doing a playthrough of a 3DS game, and I'm quite psyched about it, to be quite honest. I cannot wait. Shall we train on this? I don't think you've got Gust yet, so let's go for it. Oh. Critical hit, very nice. So yes, as I said, because we haven't got any Pokeballs yet, this will not count as our encounter, although I wouldn't exactly be pissed with a Pidgey at all. Not at all. Pretty good Pokemon. Could be better, but pretty good. Come learn how to catch Pokemon with me. Alright, maybe. I feel like I'm going to give Serena quite a calming voice, because, you know, serene. But I haven't decided on it yet, so I'm going to have to get back to you on that. The one thing about this game is the fact that you encounter the rivals all the time. They are pretty much everywhere. You can't go to a route without noticing one of them. Or even sometimes more of them. Sometimes you encounter multiple rivals at the same time. So there will be time, and I'm sure that they'll come up on the next episode as well. So I've decided my voices by then. It'll happen. I promise. I'll make sure it happens. Right, awesome. So you caught your Bunnelby. Thank God it wasn't shiny, because that has a possibility of being shiny. Just putting it out there. So yes, now the Nuzlocke. Yes, the Nuzlocke now starts. The Nuzlocke now starts at this point, so we have our first Pokemon. We're about to catch our second. God help me if it's something bad. But this is it. This is the point at which the Wedlocke is now starting. So, alright, Pineapple. Let's see who you're going to be linked up with. I could go to Santalune Forest, but we're going to do this in kind of like geographical order, if you like. So our first encounter for Route 2 is... It's a Zigzagoon. Okay, well, it's not the worst. Normal grass doesn't exactly have the best coverage in the world, but I'm not too worried. I'm fine with this. It's also level 4, which means less training. So that's good. I don't think I really need to do any more damage to you there, Ziggy. Linoon's got a surprisingly diverse move pool, actually, as well. So I'm quite happy with this. It's not the best thing, but also it's not anything that's going to be weak to bug later, so it means that we won't be doing so bad with the first gym. So I'm happy with Ziggy. Ziggy's good. But now I need to think of a nickname for her. Oh! One thing I forgot to mention when it comes to a Wedlocke. Right, so the standard rules are that you pick... So the standard rules for how Maryland does it is a male is paired with a female. However, I'm going to take out that restriction just for my personal playthrough. And so if a male is paired with a male, then so be it. Male with female, female with female, doesn't matter. We're just going to keep it. They can always be like best friends. If you don't agree with homosexuality, whatever, then it will just be about best friends, if you like, because best friends can still love each other. So we've got to think of a nickname for Ziggy here. Let's think. I might call you... I'm going to call you Peanut. I'm going to call you Peanut. Completely off the cuff. Why not? Pineapple and Peanut. Be an odd combo, wouldn't it? If you were to pair the two of them together. And its nature is rash, mild, which is not the best, but it's also not the worst, because it's not lowering physical attack, and also I think Linoon's special attack isn't terrible. Could be viable later, who knows. But this pair is here to stay, so let's hope we get something decent. I'm just going to do a little bit of switch training here, because we want to be able to use Peanut straight away. And of course, if we do happen to run into a shiny, then so be it. There's a good old Pidgey. So yeah, I'm quite happy with this pairing, actually. It's a good one. And also, I'm not too worried about the weakness to... Well, not the weakness, but the problem was with Steel type, because obviously Chespin will eventually evolve into a fighting type, so... oh crap. I'm quite happy with this pairing. It's not the worst. It's not the worst ever. I think that these two might be a dark horse. They might do very well for the playthrough. Also, Pineapple, you're getting a ridiculous amount of critical hits. You are on fire. I'm liking this. I also cannot remember whether in Generation 6 critical hits count for double damage or half, like 1.5 times. Because in Generation 7 I know for a fact that it's it's definitely 1.5. But when did they change it? Was it in Generation 6 or was it in Generation 5? Or 7, rather. I don't remember. That's going to be quite annoying. I should look it up afterwards. Ah! My nose is itchy. This is not good. Right. If I can just get Ziggy up to level 5, then I'll be confident that she can perform. But I just want to make sure. I'm also going to move slightly further down the route just so that I can actually be closer to a Pokemon Center. Well, sort of a Pokemon Center anyway. Oh look, a Weedle. Oh, I'd have been pretty happy with a Beedrill, you know. Having said that, I've got access to another pair before the before we get to the next gym, so we'll have 2 pairs on the ready. Which I'm hoping will work out well, bearing in mind the fact that, yeah, I got a Pokemon weak to Bug. So, we'll see how we do. Also, I really need you to stop using that move. For that reason. Thanks for that. Poison is never fun, Weedle. So can you not? All I want is my Peanut to level 5. That's all I want. Also, don't give much experience there, Weedle. Alright, well I'm going to have to go back to the Pokemon Center because of the poison. Just because it'll end up doing a little bit too much damage. Since we're not one-hit KOing anything at the moment. Is that a Pokemon? Yeah, I can't remember which. Actually, I don't think there is. There isn't a Pokemon Center here, is there? I'll have to go back home. I'm pretty sure there's not a Pokemon Center here. I think it's just 2 shops. Which is a shame, but it's fine. We'll just head back and head back to the to our mum. Just quickly heal up, and then we shall be good to go. I know they're looking run down. That's why I've come to you. That's why I've come to you to get some healing, so that I can get rid of this poison. Right. Not too long now. I think it should be maybe 1 or 2 more Pokemon just to get little Peanut up to level 5. Also, how many potions do I have? I must find out. Oh, just the 1. Okay. Well, in that case, I might go see if I can buy a couple more, just so that we don't completely die. Oh, crap. So you are a Pokemon Center. Damn. I wish I'd known that. I always thought that there was a Pokemon Center here. That sells only Pokeballs. Okay, right, great, fine. I'll wait until Santalune to get a potion then. Fine, whatever. How rude. Anyway. Hello, Shauna. Move, please. Right, if we could, like, not encounter any Weedles, that'd be great. I'm fine with Ziggy. Ziggy's fine. I'm not going to try and take you down with Peanut. I could give it a go, but I'm not going to risk. I don't want to take that risk right now. Plus, it looks as though we'll have a double level at the same time, which is pretty sweet. And I think Pineapple learns a new move. I think it's a good one, but I can't remember which it is. I have this strange feeling that it's Rollout. Pineapple does learn Rollout, but I don't remember at what stage. It's early, I know that. I know that he learns some really good moves really early on. So I'm quite happy to be using Chespin. There it is! So it means that if we do have to use Peanut and Pineapple for our first pairing for the gym, then I'm not too worried, because Rollout will do something. However, I do know for a start that... well, obviously she has Infestation, but obviously I think she also has Gust as well on that Vivillon, which I'm not best pleased about, but whatever. Anyway, first trainer battle. Who are you, Austin? You got a Zigzagoon. Well, there's a shock. I presume you're level 5. Yes, you are. Alright, Peanut, let's see if you can do this on your own. That's not bad. Not bad start. Okay, well that did a sizable chunk more. Especially considering that I did 7, just in case there is a critical hit. I am not prepared to lose you already. So we'll switch into Pineapple here. No point taking any risks at this point in the game. We'll just get things started with a Vine Whip. And it's just Okos from that range. Good stuff. Oh, that experience, though. How I wish Peanut could have gotten all of that. But it's okay. It's fine. There's plenty of trainers in Santalune Forest. There's also an encounter. So I'm also very happy. Let's go together. Oh, yeah, you heal my Pokemon, don't you? I'm very happy with that. You're not a trainer, are you? Crap. Right. An antidote. Could have done with that about 5 minutes ago, but never mind. Cool. So there's a wide variety of Pokemon that we can find here. Oh, that looked like Serena. It's definitely not Serena. There's a wide variety of Pokemon we can find in Santalune Forest. So let's hope we get a good one. Yeah, there's quite a few things I'm hoping for here. I would be quite happy with a Scatterbug, to be quite honest. There's also the 3 monkeys. There's also Pikachu. There's a lot of things here. And our first encounter for the Santalune Forest is... It's a Weedle! Alright, that's fine with me. I love Beedrill, and I have never used Beedrill in a playthrough before, so I am very much happy for this. 1 tackle should not KO that thing. Good stuff. The only problem I have with Weedle is the fact that it's going to be a little bit meh for the first, basically for a little while until it becomes a Beedrill. I'm going to have some fun trying to train it, rather, so yeah, this is going to be interesting. But hey-ho. We shall go with it nonetheless. Also, Peanut, you're very close to level 6. I'm very happy with that. Alright, we got a Weedle. Alright, you are a male. What should we call you? I feel like I want to call you Honey, because you will be a bee. But the thing is that I feel like Honey would suit a female better. So what could we call a male bee that's food related or drink related? I'm going to call you Lemon. I know that seems a weird choice, but I'm going to call him Lemon because it would mean that if we do end up getting something that is perhaps a female, maybe would suit, then we could be Honey and Lemon, which is obviously a very typical pairing, so... Oh god, everyone's everywhere. Right. Also, you did not heal me. Well, fine, whatever. Whatever. Yeah, look, there's a Pansage. Pansage is fine on my watch. Let's do a little bit of switch training here, just because if Peanut's about to level up, then we may as well take advantage while we can. Play nice. So yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun training in this game. You are the king of critical hits, Pineapple. What in the hell? You just get them all over the place, don't you? So also, as you can see down there, we have a level limit for this game. I am going to make it so that we don't over-level too much in this game, because X and Y is typically regarded as quite an easy game. I would disagree. I would say that it can be difficult if you know what you're doing. But, yeah, I kind of also need to take off the experience share, which is something I am going to be doing. The experience share in this game typically makes things very, very easy. And also it would mean that I would have trouble maintaining my level limit. So, especially considering I would train a Pokemon up to a certain level, and then they'd end up over-leveling because of the experience share. Not ideal. So, I'm just going to have the experience share turned off. If I do need to do any serious training, which is doubtful because the level curve in this game isn't bad, it's not terrible, If I do need to do any serious training, then when I do my training off screen, then that will be the time when I use the experience share. But in terms of actual gameplay, it's not going to happen. I'm not going to use it. I don't feel it's necessary. I don't feel I need to at all, so it's just not going to happen. Let's kill this scatterbug though. Well done, Peanut. You should get a sizable amount of experience for that. 25? That's pretty pointless. And a fletchling. We're going to keep you in here, Peanut. I don't particularly want to look at a fletchling when I have my pineapple out. Even though it's only level 3. That tackle is going to do a sizable chunk more just because of the same type attack bonus. But hopefully, there we go. Fletchling goes down as well. A little bit more experience there. Now I can't remember whether she heals you up. Yeah, she does. She doesn't. You have to ask her. That's kind of annoying. I wish you'd just do it, like in other games. But whatever. It's okay. Alright, that's Serena. Oh, it's a Caterpie. I'd have been quite happy with you as well, to be quite honest. Particularly considering the fact that you would have also had a super effective... I can't even speak. A super effective attack against Viola should I have needed to use you. Although, admittedly, you're also weak. You'd also be weak to her flying type move. But it's okay, it's okay. Obviously, the ideal thing here would have been to get a Panseer. Because Panseer is a fire type, and so would have completely obliterated Viola. Well, apart from her Surskit, she does have a bug water type, that's Surskit, so it's something to watch out for. Luckily, I'm not too worried about the Surskit. It is the Vivillon that I'm most worried about. Also, I really hate you for poisoning me there, Weedle. But I feel like I need to keep attacking these things, particularly considering a lot of the things in here give... I'm pretty sure they give attack EVs. May as well take all the help I can get. Do I have any Pokeballs? Are you going to give me some? 1. Okay. Alright. Do I really mean that little to you? Your Pokemon are in for a shot. Oh god. I know what that means. I'm going to have to look at a Pikachu! Yay, good. Pikachu's annoying because of static, so here's hoping this doesn't go too badly. Also, Growl is not exactly welcome either. Oh, good lord. Right, okay, fine. We're going to switch then. Pineapple, you're resistant to Thunder Shock. You can build things up with Rollout or Vine Whip. But it doesn't really matter. Being resistant to Thunder Shock is kind of the main draw here. I'm just going to use Rollout just to see if we can build things up a little bit. Well, fine. It'll take 2 hits then. Provided we don't end up... Are we speed tied? That's interesting. Provided you don't get hit by static. Please. Crap! Why? Why would you do that to me? At least Sean is still following me, so I can take advantage. Oh, that is a sizable amount of experience. Very nice. That is the one big draw about Pikachu. It does give a lot of experience early stage, so that is at least something I can go with. Did you just say a Rhyhorn Racer? How on earth do they race? That seems very impressive to me. Very impressive. Right, we're getting close to level 8 here, so I'm gonna just see if I can get myself that level. The more training I do now, the less training I have to do later, so we may as well just go with it while we can. And also, Scatterbug doesn't pose a huge threat to my team, so it's at least something to think about. Of course, it would be an ideal situation if I was to run into the monkeys or Pikachu, because they give a fair amount of experience. Yeah, hello, you can heal my Pokemon. I'm going to utilise your things while you have them. Your services. I totally realised what I just said. Let's pretend I didn't say that. And fight this Weedle instead. Which I bet is going to poison me. Oh, it's only level 2. Huh. That's a bit strange. Do you have a stronger Pokemon? Don't you dare. Sake. Why is it that I have to deal with poison all the time? Come on. Explain to me, Weedle. Hey. Just don't poison me. Lemon, you best be taking note here. I could very much utilise your poisoning ways. Right, now Bunnelby is a little bit more of a scary one because... Oh, I guess it's only level 4, but obviously that tackle that it has is going to be quite strong. That was a crit. Well done. Okay, well that's usable. I can cope with that. Obviously 6 HP is quite a fair amount of damage to do in one shot, technically, because of the poison addition, but it's fine, it's fine. Bunnelby goes down, and we also grow to level 8. Well done, Peanut. And obviously in an ideal world here I would be training up my Weedle, but I can't because, yeah, it's unpaired. I can't use it with the pair that I have. Can you? Thank you. I'm on it. Good. So you should be. Another Pokeball. Good stuff. And I think we have one more... Oh no, we don't have one more trainer. Good stuff. Right, well our next area is going to be a new encounter, which is good stuff. I kind of hope it's something decent, because if it's not, then we're going to very much struggle with the first gym. We will struggle. Rollout kind of will have to save me, I feel. Oh, how cliche is that? Also, Serena, you're way ahead of us. Calm down. But here we are, Route 3. Look for Pokemon, of course. That's precisely what I'm going to do. Great minds think alike, Trevor. Adventure tips, eh? Oh, rules. Oh, okay. They're not just tips, they're rules. Listen to Serena or else. I'm going to have to fight this trainer, first of all. I kind of remember what he has. It's something like an Azurill or something. But I don't remember. Is it Azurill? Or is it Bidoof? I think it's Bidoof. Oh no, it's Canopy. Alright, well I'm dead wrong. This is fine. I can cope with this. Only level 2 still. Peanut, you're getting up there. This is good. Right. Okay. What's good is after this gym, our level limit is going to rocket, because obviously there is a huge gap. Ah, Azurill. I knew you had an Azurill. There's a huge gap between the first gym and the second gym. And then our level limit will very, very slowly jump up throughout the rest of the game, because the gaps between the next gyms are not hard. It's just one city to the next, basically. I should also mention, the level limits will coincide with the gyms, except for one. There will be one more level limit. I don't think I'm going to need to impose another level limit, but the only other one that I can think of is for Lysander. I will pretty much need a level limit for him, because obviously he's a boss, and if I end up going too far, then I will struggle going to the 8th gym. So I need to make sure that I don't go too crazy. So if I set myself a doable level limit for him as well, then it means that I won't struggle when it comes to Wolfric later on in the game. But obviously that's something that is way in the future, so right now we're fighting a Pichu, which I bet is going to static me. Oh, it didn't! Oh, how about that? Well done, Peanut. Pichu, did we lose? Yes, yes you did. And I think that is... okay. That is all she wrote. I was just having a think then, because I've got one more encounter, but I don't think I can pair. So I'm just wondering whether it would be best to pair here, or best to pair up there. Because there aren't that many great Pokemon on this route, it has to be said. I'm thinking it might be better to pair up on Route 16 instead. No, Route 23. Thinking of Generation 5. I think it's going to be better for me to pair on Route 16, you know. So I'm going to do that, provided I can get onto the route. I can't remember if there's any restriction. Because also, I'm pretty sure that you don't get any other encounter. I'll probably be dead wrong. Oh, it's 22. Oh god, there's a trainer. Alright, fine. We're not too bad here, so I think I might just fight you. But I'm going to pair here, because there's much more diversity here. Oh look, it's a Psyduck. Speaking of Psyduck, I can find one on this route. Which wouldn't be a bad thing at all. I'd be quite happy with the Psyduck, to be quite honest. Yeah, Beedrill and Golduck would probably pair okay together. The only thing about Golduck is the fact that it takes forever to evolve. If I found a Psyduck now, it would be good to start with, but then later on in the game it would start to feel really, really bad. Also, Peanut, you're starting to scare me just a little here. Okay, water sport. That's fine. That's fine. I was hoping you'd take the Psyduck down, but you didn't. But it's okay, because it used water sport and not water gun, so... Alright, so Psyduck goes down. Nice amount of experience. And a Litleo. That's a prob. That is a big problem. I don't know whether to use Peanut or whether to go with the rollout. Oh, that is a big problem, because Pineapple will struggle with Ember. But at the same time, Peanut, you need to be healed. If we have to switch, we have to switch. I've got a few... Oh god, it's level 7. I've got some potions, so we'll be okay, I think. Famous last words. I would actually rather it used Ember against Peanut rather than Tackle. I was using Leer, that's not good. I think it has Tackle, or like Scratch, I think. Scratch, I think, is more likely. Also, I'm surprised you outspeed that thing. Okay, it's got Tackle. Ow. Ow. Okay. Let's switch to Pineapple. Does it have Ember at this level? It probably does. Yeah, it does. Oh, God. Oh, that didn't do anywhere near as much damage as like... Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Okay, Pineapple, hi. You kind of need to do a lot of damage with this rollout. Just letting you know. That's good. Survive one more Ember, or Tackle, even better. Okay, don't miss this rollout. Okay, little bit scary there, but that's okay. We're fine, we're fine. Well done. You both nailed it. Alright, level 10 for Pineapple. Good stuff. And level 9 for Peanut. And, ooh! Okay, never want to make that noise again, but Headbutt is a damn good move. I forgot you learnt that so early. That's very good. That's very good. Headbutt is fantastic. 70 power at this stage in the game. Well, technically it's 105. Oh, Peanut, you're going to be doing such a huge amount of damage for that. Eee. This is good. Oh, God. All I wanted to do was heal my Pokemon. Trevor, could you shift for a bit? Just so that I can... Yeah, I know that there's a freaking Pokemon. I can see that. I can see it over there. Right, just want to heal my Pokemon. Then we'll head back to Route 22, catch our Pokemon, and then we shall end off there. But I really hope you guys have enjoyed this first episode. Obviously, you know, it's not too interesting, first few episodes in, but at least we get to see the kind of Pokemon that we're going to be using. And another thing I've also mentioned before that I would really like to see happen is a couple of times people do make fan art for, like, Nuzlocks for the characters that they like. So hopefully, even if you guys are not artists, I would love to see fan art if any of you guys want to, because it would just be really fun. But our encounter for Route 22 is... It is a Bunnelby, which is fine. I can cope with that because those two would probably synergize quite well type-wise. So I'm not particularly worried about that pairing. It's not the best thing, but it's not the worst. but it's not, yeah. This point in the game, Bunnelby is not the best Pokemon in the world, but it's fine with me. Also, it's a female, so we're going to call her Lemon. Not Lemon, Honey. We got Lemon the Weedle, and oh, get in the ball. Agility could see some use, I guess, really. It's not the worst move in the world. Right, come on, get in the ball. This has been a long episode. I wasn't intending for this episode to be so long. But it's fine. We got ourselves Bunnelby. We're going to call her Honey. So we've got the combo of Honey and Lemon. I think that they'll work out quite well together. I can't remember what level Bunnelby evolves, but I'm pretty sure that it's not too gross. Not too gross at all. So we're going to go with Honey. And we've also got the encounter on Route 3, but I think I might save that for the next episode. Just because we can open up with a new encounter. It's a bit doof. We can open up with a new encounter and we can just carry on with the gym. Because I'm pretty sure I can't access Route 4 until I beat the gym, so it's fine with me. But yeah, here we go. So we're going to save before we do anything else. And I shall see all of you guys next time. I really hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like rating, comment what you thought of today's episode, and also answer the comment question below, which is down there, that way. And I shall see all of you guys next time. Have yourselves a fantastic one. See you guys later. Bye. Oh, I can't even say bye. Bye.